Hey guys, I got top 32 at the 256 people regional in Berlin, Germany. 22nd place to be specific, and I played the best deck in the world, pure Yummy. Um, I went 6-2. I won every game that I was supposed to win. There are always some games you cannot win um, when you get out ratioed or something. So I'm very happy with the performance, and let's just dive into it. First, the best card of the deck, 3 Capsi. It does everything you need. You always need at least one of these in rotation. It searches you any Caps Yummy name and it draws you a card. Um, what else you need by a card? Then the new card Marshmallow. It's does so much for the deck. It's consistency, additional pushes, utility. It just helps the deck a lot, and yeah, I was very happy that I had access to Marshmallow. Next, Cookie, and next card is Lollipop. I think you have to max out on Yummy names. If there was a vanilla that just called Yummy, I would play that, but it does not exist. So maybe in the future, just give us more Yummy names. Then the card that did very underperform for me was the Obedient School. I think I will either side it for going second purposes only or just cut it completely. It felt very underwhelming resolving it. The endbots were very bad, and the only situation where you really need that card is when you're going second. Then it helps you to uh, go into OTKs, but 90% of the time you can OTK as well. If you can resolve it, you can OTK also. So maybe just cut this one, another space for utility. Let's see. Then one surprise, because of Marshmallow, you can just cut it to one surprise. You don't need more, as you can recycle it whenever you want. Sometimes for utility reasons, a second one would have been great. Maybe I can change the Obedience School for a second surprise, but you don't really miss the second one. One is okay. This card is awesome. It just is interruption. It is pressure, and it's extension. What else do you need by a card? So, and then we're playing both field spells. A lot of people cut a crocky, but a crocky is such a good card. It just gives you sealing. It just gives you resilience to play through boards, and it helps you a lot. It even helps you against Dibiro, so I would never cut it. Then, which could be a controversial take, I don't play the striker cards at all. I really hate the striker cards. These are the worst starters you can possibly have. So I'm playing 3 Piri Rice map. Um, every Piri Rice map is just Capsi, and Capsi is the best card. When you have Capsi, you have everything. And if you have Capsi, also, because the idea behind Piri was I thought it's unnecessary to play these cards and to die on draw just to search one card. And so I thought maybe if there's another card with zero attack that I could play and utilize the 3 player Rise map, then the package would make sense. And I found the card with Ibli. I know it's a lock, but it really helps you. You can just normal summon it. You can search it with Piri, normal summon it, go into Army Rush, special to your opponent's side of the field. You locked him, and if you have another Yummy name, you have everything. Then you have Army Rush, special summon the next name, and you're good. It completely locks Dracotail out of everything, so it really feels good just to have additional access and to not only have Piri for Capsi. Then for more utility, the pot. Why not? There's no reason to not play it. It feels really good just to have more consistency and everything. And yeah, that's the engine. The rest is all non-engine. 3 Fuva. I think it's always mandatory to play 3 Fuva. I thought about playing maybe more Charmies in the main deck, but there were so many other cards I wanted to play against specific matchups. So I choose, for example, Droll, as Yami has a very bad matchup against Mitsurugi, for example. So I think it's necessary to play these in the main deck. In a format where Mitsurugi is prevalent, you need to play those. Then your Draco Tail Hate, Purge, and Bell. Does so much for the deck. It's very good against Draco Tail. It's great against Mitsurugi. It helps you against Malice. It's great against the Yummy when they tag out with the synchros. You can just spell that and you're good. And Purge just does Purge things. It's okay. It's specifically there to have more outs against the Draco Tail traps. And then the cards that help you to play through stuff, the Ash Blossoms. I think in the format they are not just only going first cards. Um, they also help against Dracotan and other decks. Um, a lot against Mitsurugi. But yeah, I like those cards. They helped. As everybody says right now, Ash is just an additional card buy. So why not play all of those? And I decided to play 3 Droplet, as Droplet just when it came up, it always helped a lot. I thought maybe I could trade it with imperms, but just to have the ability to even dodge stuff with your droplets and force some plays helped a lot. So I was really happy with non-engine. I thought maybe I could squeeze imperms inside, but there was no space. And as you will see, sadly, also no space in the side deck. But let's just dive into the extra deck. The best Link 1 ever created. 3 Snatchies. If I could play a 4th, I would. I cannot understand why people only play 2 in the pure version. You will always need the 3rd one. And if you don't have it, it's very awkward to play around stuff. Then 1 of every synchro. Yeah, there's nothing much to say. Then the Metal Matcha and the Herald. As long as Herold is legal, you have to play Herold. And when they ban Herold or some other stuff, then the next version after Burst will be Tribrigade. I'm looking forward to it. But as long as we can play Herold, we have to. And it does everything against Draco Tail. It's an Omni Negate. It saves everything it plays around Nibiru. There's no much arguing about it. Then the Flex Link ones against Nib. And you really need Almirage just because of the Ibli plays, and there's no way around it. The most flexible card was the Yunari. I just thought about getting Droplet back, would be great, and protecting the field spell, but this card never came up. I never summoned once, it never resolved, so I think this one is very cuttable. And for additional sealing, I chose the IP package with Gorgon, so you have even something against unoutable cards. The SP does not need much explanation, but yeah, IP was very great. It's easy to get into it and just gives you so much more sealing and so much more pressure. It helped the deck a lot. And the last card, Typhon. Why not? I had the space. I didn't know what to play. Also, maybe an Azalea, but I had no Azalea. And maybe the Azalea will help in the future just to have more utility, but I don't think it's necessary. But if you have the space, you can trade it with the Nunari. The Nunari is really unnecessary. Yeah, and now to the side deck. The rest of the Charmies, I only played 2 Perulia because I thought the Meowth has just more utility this format. Then to Nibiru, I would love to play a 3rd one, but there was no particular space. It helped against Malice, against Yummy, against a lot of stuff. Then this card carried me a lot. Inscription, it's awesome against Mitsurugi, awesome against Fiendsmith variance, awesome against Draco Tail. It just helps a lot, just analyzing the matchup, and there will always be an opponent that dies through Inscription. You can set it in 1st and 2nd, so there's no reason to not play it. And Yummy is fortunately a deck that can play that, as it has no grave effects. The only effect that you care in Yummy is the Don't Special from Grave. It even kills Malice with the Don't Banish from Grave. It's awesome. Then, going first cards, the Talents, never resolved it. The anti-spell never resolved it, and the judgment never resolved it. And the last cards were a lightning storm and a feather duster. I thought I can play these even without thrust, as I play a lot of charmies, so I will draw into it. Did it sometimes, it really helped. I don't think I would ever play a deck where I don't side these two. It just feels so good to know that there is a heavy dust, have a feather duster in the side deck. Just uh, maybe there's that crazy stun or labyrinth guy, um, where you just need an out, and this is a card. Yeah, so I was really happy. I mostly played against Yummy and Mitsu variants. And yeah, one time I just made a decision to start with Obedient Schooled instead of Capsi, which cost me the game. This was the only wrong decision that cost me a game. The whole tournament, the rest was just not winnable. If your opponent has like two Fuvas and the droplet to send the Ibli away, it's just too much. And yeah, I was really happy. If you have some questions to the deck, just ask me in the comments. Next format, I will try to play Yummy Tribrigade, as Tribrigade is one of my favorite decks. And then Yukid does so much for Yummy and Tribrigade also. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice one. Bye bye.